Terry here, and it is time for my second November food haul. This is for the last 2 weeks of November and going into December, believe it or not. So let's go get that food. So this is everything from Walmart. Some things are for my next 2-week menu plan. Some things are for food storage, and some things are for Thanksgiving. So it's a mishmash of stuff. So I had the pie crust. These are for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna make an apple and a pumpkin. I got some cream cheese, an unsalted butter. I took one out of the freezer, so whenever I take one out, I like to replace it because I like to keep a stockpile of butter because the prices are through the roof with butter right now. Some sausages for when we do breakfast for dinner. This I actually didn't want. This was a replacement. I think I wanted salmon, so they replaced it with this. So I have to look and see if I was charged for it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to take that back. A thing of ravioli for dinner one night, and then we have 2 peas and 2 frozen corn, some bolillo rolls. They didn't have the steak rolls I wanted, so they replaced them with these, and I thought, you know, I would give them a try. They're just like little baguettes. Some Spanish marinade for a recipe I have coming up. There's 2 pack of carrots. Let's see, 2 cans of leaf spinach. Got a lot of canned food. There is 2, 4, 6, 7 cans of corn. When it comes to canned vegetables, I don't mind the canned corn as much as other things. And the prices of them have been really high lately. So these were on a really good deal. So I said, let me just get a bunch while I can. Got 2 cans of the diced tomatoes. These are for storage. 2 cans of the pineapple chunks. 2 cans of the coconut milk. Let's see. A pack of mozzarella cheese. Sharp cheddar cheese. I got this. I did not realize how big this is. I thought it was like one of those little containers. So it was something I wanted to try. A recipe I was looking at had this in there, and I thought this would be interesting to give a try. So hopefully it's good, because now I got a huge container of it. American cheese for sandwiches. I got green cabbage and a purple cabbage because I'm going to be making egg rolls probably for lunch one weekend. My daughter requested that. And some celery. This is for Thanksgiving for the stuffing. I have a container of Greek yogurt. This is for a recipe I have coming up. Sour cream. These are just for when we have potatoes. I got 3 crescent rolls. 1 is for Thanksgiving, and 2 are for an hors d'oeuvre night we're going to have as a family. Got 2 pizza crusts. They did not have the store brand, so they gave me this one. And yes, they upcharged me, so it cost me an extra $3. But I wanted to try them, so I was okay with that because I've never had the pie crust in these like this before. So, and then I got the buttermilk biscuits for Thanksgiving. I got the jumbo eggs. My husband prefers the jumbo ones. I guess he gets more bang for his buck. So I got these for him because I already got some large eggs in the fridge. Some sweet potatoes. These are not for Thanksgiving. I already prepared my Thanksgiving sweet potatoes. So these are just to have on hand, just as a side dish. Got some baby spinach. That's for a quiche I have planned coming up. Some whipped topping for the pies. Some orange juice. Kids always love the orange juice. I think that's it for this side. For my food storage, I got some ramen noodles. They only had 1 pack, so got another one of those. The mandarin oranges. My kids prefer these over regular oranges, I think just because they're easy to peel. And some apples. Got some pinto beans. This is for a recipe I have coming up. And I didn't want to go into what I have stored, so there you go with that. This was supposed to be canola oil, so I might have to take this back. I don't like to use vegetable oil, so that will go back, and I'll just replace it with a canola oil. And these aloe drinks, my husband really likes these, and I keep drinking them, so I got this one to try. It's a wild berry, so I'm going to be trying this. I really like the aloe juices. They're supposed to be good for you, so this is Walmart. I found these poblano peppers hiding. They were hiding behind one of the packages. So this is just for black bean wraps recipe I have coming up. So now we have Aldi. So let's see. I got, oh, stepped on bags. I got a some romaine lettuce, some iceberg lettuce, 3 avocados. My daughter loves avocado on toast. Pack of Roma tomatoes. We use these so much. Gotta have the eggnog as soon as it comes out. My husband loves eggnog. He's used to drinking it all year round. He finds it strange that we only drink it on holidays, so we try to enjoy that when we can. There is a frozen berry blend. That's for my smoothies, and sometimes the kids will make smoothies, or we'll make like a little faux ice cream with that. So I got oodles of zucchini because they told me they were out of these, the regular ones, so they gave me the organic. And I guess the organic ended up being in stock, so now I got both. So, could use a recipe for zucchini bread right about now. I got bacon for our night of breakfast for dinner. I got 2 ice cream. I don't like to keep ice cream in the house. It is my weakness, but I plan on making a cake with these and my Oreo cakesters. So that I'm going to work on hopefully this evening. I got some ground turkey. This is for a meatloaf I have planned for this evening. Some bologna. My youngest loves bologna and cheese, and she doesn't eat too many foods, so I try to let her have this every once in a while. I try to avoid deli meats and stuff, but every once in a while I'll buy that for her. Some whipped topping. This is for the cake. Some chicken sausage for a dinner plan I have coming up. Another block of mild cheddar cheese. Can never have too much cheese. Bananas. I got this. My husband really, really likes this bread. It's sprouted bread, and I actually like sprouted bread, but it has the reduced sodium, and it seems to be a great alternative for him because it's a low sodium and it's a healthy choice. So that's for him. I got 3 kinds of bagels. I got a blueberry, a cinnamon raisin, and then they have this limited edition harvest. I think it has cranberries in it, so that might be fun to try. I don't buy bagels that often, but with the holidays coming up, I thought, let me let them eat bread. So we have some tortilla chips, some potato chips. I don't like to buy the big bags all the time. I prefer to buy the snack bags, honestly, just because I find they eat less and it's easier to control what they're eating. Got some dried cranberries. This is for my stuffing for Thanksgiving. Apple pie. I got this Saison seasoning for a recipe I have coming up. I was out of that. A can of crushed tomatoes. There's the other apple pie. I only got 1 pumpkin. I was supposed to get 2, so I don't know if they ran out. I'll have to check on that. I did get some hamburger buns, but not the chicken patties. They were out of chicken patties, so I'm gonna have to do another run next week for the chicken patty night. They also didn't have strawberries, but they did have blueberries. I got another pie crust. I got one at both stores because I was afraid they were going to be out, and I didn't want to have to really do another big food shopping. So I have 3, so that's fine. Put one in the freezer. I got some crinkle cut French fries, which is great because the last 3 times I've tried to get these, they haven't had them. So I kind of wish I had space in my freezer to buy a bunch right now. And then, of course, the tater tots, or sorry, potato puffs, as they call them. A loaf of the wheat bread. They did not have the white bread. I prefer the wheat anyway, but I had ordered the white. And brown sugar. This is for my food storage. Pack of salmon. This is mostly for me and my husband. And then ricotta cheese for a meal plan I have coming up. I think I have lasagna roll-ups on the menu coming up. So I'll give you a glimpse at, and let me put the stuff in the fridge, and I'll give you a glimpse at what my menu plan is for the next 2 weeks. So that is my 2nd November haul for the month. This shopping trip should take me through to the 2nd of December. So I was shopping for, oh goodness, it looks like 11/19 through December 2nd. I have these little mom what's for dinner things that I put up on the refrigerator so they stop bothering me, because as soon as they come home from school, mom, what's for dinner? A half hour later, mom, what's for dinner? Half hour later, mom, what's for dinner? So it's on the fridge, mom, what's for dinner? So all the things that I bought, plus some of the stuff that I already have, because I shopped my kitchen first. Let's see, I have a quiche with spinach, some baked thighs with noodles, meatball subs, breakfast for dinner. They love that. Barbecue chicken wings, of course, Thanksgiving, chicken stir fry. My daughter's birthday's coming up, so she gets a dinner of her choice. She'll probably want to eat out somewhere. Hot dog and hamburger night. Black beans with the poblano. I have trouble with poblano peppers. Shepherd's pie, a fried chicken with veggie muffins. Found a cool recipe for veggie muffins. I really want to try those. And a crock pot brown sugar chicken, and then a crock pot chili. So that is 2 weeks of dinners, plus other things for snacking. Some of the things that I bought were, of course, for putting into my stockpile of food. So all in all, not too bad, because my total was $248.16. That's both stores. Since my last haul video, I only had to stop at the supermarket once, and that was for milk, creamer, and eggs, and maybe something else, maybe some bread thing. But I try not to spend more than $50 in between the shopping trips, and that's usually just to get like fresh fruits and vegetables, or if I just don't have space in my fridge, the other things that I have to get. So of course, I like to have chicken patties on hand, because sometimes I have late meetings and the kids got to heat up something for themselves. So I like to have things like chicken patties or things like that they can just heat up themselves. Anyway, at Aldi, the total was $112.75. I did get a credit for the lettuce that they gave me. It's all flattened on one side, so I'm going to get my money back on that. And then some of the bagels that I got were squished. It was a pickup order, so it must have been next to the milk, I don't know, but they were squished. So I got my money back on those, and I got my money back also on the dented can of pineapples from Walmart. But that's not in these totals. I didn't do the math afterwards. I apologize, but I figured, $5, $6, I think, off of my total. So at Walmart, it was $135.41. So not too bad. Now, just so you know, my children do eat breakfast at school. They get the free breakfast and my daughters get the free lunch and breakfast at their schools. My son only gets free breakfast, but he eats so much. I mean, he's 16, so he actually eats 2 breakfasts. So he'll eat a little something here, and then he'll eat breakfast when he gets to school. I was making him croissant sandwiches for the freezer, but it wasn't in my budget this week to buy those, so he's just going to have to deal with that. But my next haul for the first week of December, I'm going to be making croissant breakfast sandwiches, and I can do a video on that if you want to see it. It's just the croissants with sausage and cheese, and you wrap them up, you put them in the freezer. They're great. He eats them up in the morning, and he eats it on his way to the bus stop. They're really great, and you know what you're putting into it. You know what the ingredients are. I usually get them at Aldi, which, they're not so bad with their ingredients, but I prefer to know. I know myself what I put into those things. So that's it. That's it for, that'll take me through November. I have to look and see what my total was for the month. I think my last haul was around $148. So you're looking at probably about $400 or so for the actual food haul, and then probably an additional $50 to $75 in between those hauls for, like I said, the fresh fruits and vegetables. I have to go out weekly for those types of things. So I'm trying to keep my food budget at or around $600. I try to keep it low as possible. I got some credit card debt I want to pay off, so I'm trying to be as creative as possible with my food.
I used to get by on a lot less, but we all know these food prices are astronomical. And it's not just the food prices, it's the sizes. And I've noticed even at the dollar store, um, if they have the stuff you want, the packaging is smaller. Um, so not only did they increase the price by 25 cents, they decreased their package sizes on some items. So you're kind of getting bit into a couple of times there. Um, so I'm a little disappointed in the way these corporations are really taking advantage of what's going on in the economy. And I find it very unfortunate and really sad and very scary because there's some people out there who struggle more than I do. And it just breaks my heart. It really truly does. There are resources out there. There's food pantries. I know in my area, there's quite a few food pantries and ministries that do a wonderful job. So if you are in trouble, if you do need help, please reach out to those things. I've had to do it. Other people have had to do it. There's no shame in it. We're all here to help each other and, support one another, through life. I mean, it takes a community to get through things. So that's it for me for this month's food haul. I might go to the salvage store next week. We'll just see. I think I might need some of the little bags of chips or something. Sometimes I just like to go and see what they have because they have different things every week. But we'll see how that goes. So I hope you all have a very blessed day.